guys, welcome back to Nath SuperCoach for 2022. This is the round 4 review, round 5 preview. Now as we can see here, 2,168 last round. Alright, not horrible, not great. Overall season rank of 30,539th. That's probably not the good news we're after. That's probably the bad news. The good news is I have 32, it says 32 trades. I have 34, and I'm going to make the 2 trades, show you what I'm going to do this round. So total score of 8,900, which is not, it's about 600-700 I think off the leader, which is not insurmountable. The leader is getting away from me though. So I'm going to have to pull the trigger on a few moves this week, I think, to try and bridge that gap. Let's have a look at my team and see how we did last week. Once it loads. Okay, great. So 34 trades left in the bank. Okay, so I'm in a very good position. It's 4 rounds in and I've used 1 trade. Okay, I know of people that have already used 10 trades, and I just think, why are you doing that, right? Again, if you followed me during the pre-season, you would know that I play SuperCoach quite conservatively. And this year I've tried to stay with the pack, but it seems like that's not working. So I'm going to have to pull the trigger on a few other trades to make up some of the gap. Okay, let's have a look at how I did. So 2,168. So Jaden Short 111, not bad. Average of 116. All right. He's going to be my D1 for pretty much all year. I can't see him dropping too much form either. Crisp, same thing. You know, he had people at the start of the year going, "Oh, Crisp, you only scored 65, trade him out, rage trade." I'm like, no. You don't want to do that. Okay? And he's repaid the faith. Now he averages 101. Yeah? So just by me holding my nerve, and yes, my placings have dropped a bit, it's starting to pay off. Ridley, 74, average of 89. Alarm bells are not ringing yet. I'm a little bit concerned over his role. Mind you, I'm concerned a lot about Essendon at the moment. But anyway, that's how the footy world goes. Looked to have a bit of a knock 2 minutes to go in the last quarter against Adelaide. Haven't heard anything about whether he's missing, so at this stage he's a hold. Whitfield, not bad, 92. Thrown in a couple of rubbish scores, but 92, not too bad. Hinge, not sure yet because of his injury. You see he's got the little injury thing there. And Paddy McCartan, 55. He's made a fair bit of money, 66 average. All right, got Gibcus and DeConing on the bench. They're just sitting there making some money. All right, let's look to the midfield. So McRae, 158. Neil, 128. Now I took the vice-captain on Neil because the general rule is anything over 120, you go, yeah, I'll take that as a vice-captain score. You get it doubled, which is what I did. And then, of course, Jack McRae the next night, 158. So that's just the way it works with SuperCoach. Luckily, I avoided having the C on Paddy Cripps and really having a nightmare of a round. Toot Miller, 105, averaging 114. Can't complain. We'll come back to Paddy Cripps. Matt Rowell, he's now 400k. Not bad. Average of 99, so 65, not a great score, but still averaging 99 for that price. You take that. Will Brodie, been very impressed with Will. He doesn't appear to be on the ground for long periods of time. He's probably got less of a tank than I do, which is definitely saying something. But 355 for him, 135, averaging 100.5, I should say. Sorry. Yeah, very happy with him. Horn, Francis, and Dacos, exactly the same thing. You might as well just give Dacos the rising star now, really. A little bit underwhelmed with Stevens. Essentially hasn't been playing. He didn't play this week. Last week, I should say, round 4. Ward and McDonald, they're going to be slow burns, I think, especially Ward. You know, with the midfield of Hawthorns of Tom Mitchell and O'Meara and Warpool and a few others. Don't expect him to make a lot of money, so I'll probably be moving him on reasonably soon. Not this week, but reasonably soon. And then we come to Gawn and Grundy. I'm going to be a little bit smug here and say, told you so. The amount of people that I heard and read saying, oh, you got to trade Gawn out. Jackson's taking his points. It's not the same Max Gawn. Oh, blah blah blah. And at the start of the year, oh, why are you not starting Sean Darcy? Why are you da 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 da? And I said, look, Rucks, Gawn and Grundy, they'll be the top 2 ruckmen by the end of the year. Guarantee it. Set and forget. You know, Max Gawn now scores 160. Right, now everyone will be jumping back on him again. So by holding my nerve and playing conservatively, I've got these 2 for the year. That's 2 less upgrades I need to make to my team. All right. And Grundy as well, 109 average, looking good. Alright, my forward line, this is where the wheels come off the bus slightly. Alright, so Dunkley, 103, averaging 111, happy with that. Zach Butters, I Don't know what's going on with Butters or Port Adelaide, to be honest. So he's lost a bit of money, still averaging 91.3, but threw in a 57. Now, I don't think he's injured. I don't think there's a role change specific too much. So I'm a bit of a wait and see on Zach Butters. Canelio averaging 98, threw in a 64. So you'd think that with an average of 98, this is going to be his rubbish score for a 6-8 week block, and then he'll recover there. So he's making us a fair bit of money too. Rochelle, very pleased with that. Nick Martin, probably one of the shining lights for the Bombers at the moment, and in my SuperCoach team too. So he'll make a lot of money. And Baldwin is my floating donut at the moment. Now, I did the silly thing of putting the E on Hayes, but not realising that he was in the extended squad for St Kilda's game. And of course, he didn't play, so I didn't get the emergency score. So if he did play and scored, 60, then I would have been 2,200 and something in terms of points, and I wouldn't have dropped as much as I did. So it's just those little things there. And Durden was obviously isolating. So that leads us now to round 5, and what I'm going to do. I have 34 trades left, 88,000 in the bank. I haven't used any of my boosts or anything like that. I'm not going to use them just at the moment. 2 things that really scream out to me that need to be fixed. One is Paddy Cripps. When Paddy Cripps is on, he's on. When he's not, he is not. And for a guy who's burnt me 2 years in a row, I've held him. He's had back injuries. He's in, 4 weeks or 3.5 games, does a hamstring. Carlton reckon he's only going to miss 1. 1 can very easily turn into 2. I think they play Freo in round 6. So are they going to take Paddy Cripps to Perth? He's underdone. I mean, he is from WA, but I think it's not worth the risk, I don't think. So, and the position that I'm in, I need to make some ballsy moves. So I'm going to trade Cripps out. Let me show you the trades I'm going to make. Okay, so I'm going to go Cripps to Nathan O'Driscoll. Hopefully this works this way. It does. Nathan O'Driscoll from Freo. Don't know whether he's a must-have, but he has a potential. He's probably the strongest rookie that we have at the moment, and he's going to make a fair bit of cash for us over the next few weeks as well. All right, so Nathan O'Driscoll there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to trade Hinge. I'm going to trade Hinge. And then I'm going to throw O'Driscoll up to there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move Rochelle to the midfield. Okay. Now that leaves me a forward spot free. I'm going to bring in this man, Isaac Heaney. So I'm going to complete those 2 trades. So I'm doing what's called paint the fence, okay? Which is 1 up, 1 down, or in this case 1 down, 1 up. Alright, so I've gone Cripps down to O'Driscoll, so that's the down. And then I've upgraded a rookie in Hinge to Isaac Heaney. Okay, then I'm going to put Hayes on field, and then I will have a look at Durden and see if it all works out. We'll talk about this loop in a second. Okay, so this is how I'm going to look going into round 5. So I'm going to put Neil as the vice captain. I'm going to put McRae as captain. So if Neil gets a 110, 120, I'll think about it. But you've got Jack McRae against North. So I think Jack McRae is going to have a field day. So I'm going to put the captaincy on McRae. That's how I'm going to look there. I've got Gibcus. So essentially, I've gone an injured rookie who may miss a week. He's gone with a playing rookie on field. Granted, you want more premiums on field, but that will come in time. So O'Driscoll will make money, also make points. All right, which is going to be good. The midfield is okay the way it is. I'm not too concerned about that, especially when Will Brodie's getting 135 and Dacos is getting 125. If you're getting mid prices scoring that, then you're okay. Gawn and Grundy, no problems there. Alright, now the forward line. So I've just boosted my forward line significantly by adding Isaac Heaney in there. Now you might say, Nathan, what are you doing trading Cripps to Heaney? They're both injury prone. Correct. However, Isaac Heaney has shown that the first 4 rounds at least that he seems to be coping with, doesn't really seem to have an injury, so which is good, and he should be right to go. So I'm going to back Heaney in. I'm going to back him in. Yes, Buddy's not playing, so he could be a little bit more forward, but if you have him in your side now, again, that's one less upgrade you have to make. Now, in terms of Durden, let's have a look when Carlton play here. So we've got Carlton play on Sunday afternoon. Same with the Bombers. So don't think that's going to work out, actually. Sometimes what you can do is you can actually loop the rookies that you have. For example, if Durden was playing, I don't know, Friday night and scored 80, 85, 90, 100, I'd say to myself, right, okay, do I think Jack Hayes or Nick Martin will score that or more? If I don't, what I can do is take them off the field and put Baldwin on the field, because he's not going to be picked for the Bombers, I wouldn't think. He won't play. You get the emergency score of Durden. But if Durden's playing Carlton at 140 on Sunday, so Hayes has already played, Cornelio would have already played the night before. Yeah, it's not really going to work. No, I'll have to try that another week. Anyway, guys, that's how I'm looking for round 5. Let me know in the comments box below what trades you're thinking of making, or if you're going to hold, and what you're going to do in the next couple of weeks. My plans will be revolving around trying to get the likes of a Petrarca or Oliver and Jack Steele into my side. More than likely Petrarca and Oliver, because they're going to be heavily discounted very, very soon. Alright guys, take care. Good luck for round 5.